Hi, this is Melanie from Screen Time with Mel, and I'm going to talk about Andor Season 1, Episode 2. Hey everybody, thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate you being here. If you are returning, thank you for coming back and checking out another video from me. And if you're brand new, I hope you really enjoy this video. I'm all about starting the conversation. I may not be the most expert on a particular, world or subject, but I love to start the conversation, and I would love for you to educate me if I need to be educated. So don't hesitate with your comments down below. Alright, so we're going to take a look at, and this is going to be full of spoilers, but we're going to take a look at the episode 2 of Andor, Season 1. So we start back where they do a little recap, which is nice. I kind of like them doing that. I think it'll be more effective when there's not 3 episodes coming all out at once. But given that, I feel like I'm a little lost. I feel like there's something I should have watched before watching these episodes to better comprehend what's going on, or maybe it's going to be coming in the coming episodes. But we start out back at the in the history, in the memories of, I'm assuming it's a memory, it's a flashback for Cassian, back on, I guess, Canary is the name of the planet. Which, by the way, where are the adults? Have they all been killed because of insurrection, which they mention later? But I have not seen an adult on this besides the ones that they're about to find. So they go and they investigate the crash. When they go and investigate the crash, they find a dead body, what they think are 2 dead bodies. And before they can get into the ship and take a look at what's in the ship, one of those bodies rises up, obviously not dead, shoots the scout, the one girl that went out to scout everything. And then all the kids that are on the sidelines, they make calls to each other, and they end up shooting this guy with arrows. So they have a much more primitive lifestyle. Whoever these people are, I guess part of the Imperial group of people, but they were a little like yellow, so I guess they're not humanoid. There's something else, but regardless, they kill him, and then they go down and check on the girl, and they end up, they don't translate the full way, but they're obviously upset because the girl died. That's the gist of what you get from that particular scene. They don't really show them looking in the ship or finding anything, but later on you do find out that the planet was known for insurrection, and they had mining accidents. They had a big mining accident or something, which when they did show this kind of crater going in, I was wondering, is that a mine? And it was a mine. I'm not sure what the ship was there for, but maybe we'll find out in future episodes. Then they go back to the town or the planet that Cassian's on, which, as I went further into this episode, I realized that where he was before, I think, is the same planet as where he is in this particular episode, because he's trying very hard to get off the planet. The inspectors did decide to continue looking for him. Anyways, we get into the city. There's something I found very confusing. So I guess the wake-up alarm for the city is this guy banging on an anvil. Number one, does nobody have alarms? Is everybody like broke? They don't have an android to wake them up, or and then why is it not a robot banging on the anvil or a bell mechanic or something like that? No, it's this guy that gets up and bangs on the anvil every day. And it looks like he does it at the start of business to wake everybody up and get them going, and then he does it at the close of business. Could be wrong about that. Let me know what you think down below. But that's what it seems like, and I'm not really sure why that's not done by a robot or something mechanical of some sort, rather than a guy taking a couple hammers and banging on an anvil. I don't know. Anyway, let's continue. So he's going in there and he's trying to find a way out and trying to sell this star map that he found through his friend. And because during this time, the call has gone out to find a Canary male, which the woman that Cassian's living with, I don't know how she's related to him, which, by the way, the actress that plays that particular role, I need to look this all up on IMDb, maybe I'll get some names for you, but the woman who is playing that particular role, she is an amazing actress. I have seen her in 2 other things that I can recall off the top of my head. One, she played a witch that gets possessed in True Blood, in one of the latter seasons. And then she also plays, it's in this British cop show that I was watching. No. I'm sorry. I'm mixing that up with something. She was actually in the AMC show with the spies. Oh, it was so good. I can't remember the name of that show. If you know the name of that show I'm thinking of, it's down below. It's with the chick from Grey's Anatomy. I can't remember the name of that show. Gosh. Anyway, she does it, and she plays like a head of a department. She plays she's a very good actress. I really enjoy watching her. So she doesn't have too big of a part so far in the show, so far as I can tell. But she hears this announcement from her android B. It's about how they're looking for a Canary man on Ferrix. You know, that people need to notify the authorities about him. So she goes off on Cassian and says, "Who did you tell that you're from Canary? Who did you tell? All papers that I've put out said that you're from Ferrix. Who did you tell?" They get in an argument about that because they've told some personal friends. They haven't told anybody official, but they have told personal friends. So there's the danger of that. And then he goes about trying to get off the planet. That's his whole goal for this whole episode, is to get off the planet. He goes to his friend. He says, "Hey, you know what? Forget about selling it. Just give me some money. You can sell it. Keep the profits. I just need to get off this planet." And she says, "Too late. You're meeting with them in the morning. Can't take it back now." So he moves forward with that, and then you see a little bit of the relationship between this girl and the mechanic, which was not who I thought it was from Canary, because that was the girl that died. So obviously she's not the mechanic. Not sure how she knows him, but you know, hopefully we'll figure all this stuff out. If we don't, then I'm gonna be one lost puppy for a while. Anyway, it shows her relationship now. Her lover, I don't think they're married because they live in different domiciles, but how her lover is suspicious of what's going on between her and Cassian and follows them, and then also sees that warning because she was looking at it, and that's how you find about it as a viewer, because it shows it up on the screen as he's reading what it says. And it doesn't say how he reacts to that really, but she keeps running errands and he's doing favors for her. But it feels like a little bit of a rift is starting to develop between them. So that's a through line in this episode. And then you get this kiss ass in the inspectors that's an underling to the guy that's decided to move forward with the investigation and finding out who killed the other two employees of, I think it's called Praxex or something, or Prax, something like that. He is almost as zealot in the way that he wants to do right, more so than the other guy, which I feel like he's going to cause problems whenever somebody's that eager to do things. It feels like, you know, you're going to cause some issues. So that's that. That goes in and out of that, and he has his guys that he sends out to go and hunt for this guy. Then you go in and you see this guy landing on the planet. Honestly, I'm not real sure what planet he's on. If he's on the same planet as Cassian is now or what. But I feel like I should know him. He looks familiar. He's the blonde guy. And when they're on like the Skytram type thing, he's talking to the other guy. He's going to obviously a commerce planet because the guy was talking about how they make you pay to go spend money and they make you pay to leave. I feel like I should know him. You know, maybe there's something maybe I should have watched, or maybe should have rewatched Rogue One. But I feel like Rogue One is after this series. Let me know if I'm wrong. I know I sound like I'm so scattered, but I want to know what's going on. I'm so confused as far as everything's going on. I mean, I have an understanding. Cassian's trying to get off the planet, and he seems to be a little rogue. There's something that he's hiding from everybody. I don't know if he's from Canary or history or stuff that he's done. Maybe it was on Canary that he did it. I don't know, but he's in hiding. I know he owes somebody money, and he's trying to get off the planet. That's what I understand so far. And he killed 2 cops, and he didn't really have a problem killing the second cop, which I think if he hadn't already killed people, he would have an issue with that, right? Those are the basic through lines of all of it. you know, so far I'm feeling confused about this show more than anything else. What am I missing, you guys? Tell me what I'm missing. I'm looking at the different things here. I was looking at the different scenes, but I've already talked about most of it. I kind of jumped back and forth, which they go back and forth from scene to scene and doing a through line. The different characters that I feel like are important, but like this relationship between the mechanic and her lover, I feel like that might end up being important and causing some problems. I feel like maybe there is something going on with this blonde guy. He's an older gentleman, and I'm not real sure what he's about. And then the main inspector, and then his zealot, his underling zealot. Those two guys are important. He's still not off planet though. At the end of the episode, he is walking with purpose. You're assuming to the ship where he's going to get off planet, right? So that's where you're at the end of the episode. I still have no clue what's going on. Maybe I'll find out in episode 3 a little bit more. We'll go from there. So far, I'm okay with the season, with this particular series, Andor. I haven't felt strongly one way or the other. I'm not totally captivated by the characters as of yet, which again, that may be why they did 3 episodes at once. Maybe this is just a trend with Disney. I can't recall with their Marvel if they did 3 or 2 on the first one. I don't think they did on Miss Marvel. They did do a couple episodes that dropped on the first day with She-Hulk. And I'm trying to remember if they did that with Obi-Wan, but Obi-Wan's a well-loved character already, so I can't recall, to be honest with you. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. What did you guys think of these episodes so far? Again, educate me if I need to be educated. I am so down for that. I would love to be educated to understand a little bit better what's going on. You guys, thank you so much for watching me today. I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed this video, please don't hesitate to go down below and hit that thumbs up button. And while you're down there, if you could maybe hit the subscribe and hit the bell to remind you when I'm coming out with new videos, because I'm going to continue to come out with new videos regarding television shows for the time being. I will probably look into some movies, but for now it's just going to be television shows. So I will see you tomorrow with the next Andor, and again, thank you so much. You guys have an amazing day. Bye-bye.